Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Who is Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos, Teddy Bear Keith Gordon? When Bachelor Nation tuned in for the first ever Golden Bachelorette, they got to see Joan Vassos meet her 24 men for the new season. Among them was one guy that really caught her eye. She got a big shock when Keith Gordon revved his engine and made a classic throwback entrance. But who is this big teddy bear that Joan is intrigued by? Joan Vassos gets a big surprise. Undeniably, after many seasons of bachelors, bachelorettes, and even a golden bachelor, it is hard to find just the right way to make a unique first impression. But during the Golden Bachelorette's inaugural season, Keith Gordon managed to be memorable. Not only is he 6'5" tall and 240 elves, but he knows how to make an entrance. Keith Gordon rolls up in style. From the shadows, viewers hear ignition starting a car that rolls up to reveal a station wagon in all its glory. On top, it has a big chest and several bags strapped on it. With the window rolled down, he nonchalantly initiates a conversation with Joan Vassos. "Hey there." Without a doubt, he got many of the other bachelors talking about his arrival. Likewise, Joan selected him as the winner of the First Impression Rose, because not only did he make a huge impression, but he comforted her. She said he reminded her of a big teddy bear. "When you got out, this is like super scary to me. This journey is scary. You just made me feel safe." Furthermore, she tells him, "You just had this calm voice. And you're just like this big teddy bear kind of guy. I don't know, it felt good to me. It felt easy." She also loved that he mentioned cheese and crackers and loading up for a day at the beach. Admittedly, feeling safe has been difficult since her husband, Joan Vassos, passed away. Who is Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos, Teddy Bear Keith Gordon? This tall, cuddly guy, Keith Gordon, is one of a kind. Admittedly, he has a large personality to fit his body. He says he is loud and gets excited about life. Furthermore, he is sensitive to people and leads with his heart. Without a doubt, he makes a big splash at any party, but he is fully embracing his life as a single dad of 3 girls. In a confessional interview after meeting Joan Vassos, Keith talks about taking on the challenge of raising his girls over the past 12 years when he separated from his ex-wife due to addiction being in the family. Keith's parents, Max and Mary Jane Gordon, are based in Columbus, and he and his girls are in San Jose, Ca. His beautiful daughters, Ryan, Annika, and Ella, are his world. So much so that he didn't even list his occupation on the application. Instead, he proudly wrote "Girl Dad" in its place. But his confidence is compelling. He asserts on his Instagram stories that he loves his life. Furthermore, he urges others to, at a bare minimum, love their lives as well because it is important to have that passion and no regrets. Joan Vassos and Keith Gordon share a passion for family. Additionally, Keith Gordon's Instagram shows he is family-focused just like Joan Vassos. He adores his daughters and fills his social media with outing with all 3. He even gives a nod to his favorite middle daughter, Annika, who he attended a Chappell Roan concert with recently. And he prioritizes daddy-daughter date nights. It is easy to see he wants the best for his daughters. There are many shared events and pool parties that he showcases as well. What does Keith Gordon do for a living? Since the Golden Bachelorette lists Keith Gordon as simply "Girl Dad" on his introduction after seeing Joan Vassos, fans wonder what he does for a living. Undoubtedly, that is the job he is most proud to hold. However, Keith has a Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering from Purdue University. After receiving his degree, he spent more than 14 years at Molex as a sales engineer and later a regional sales manager. Then Keith took a position at Finisar for more than 4 years, also starting as a regional sales manager and later advancing to director of sales for North America. While he has had other work experience, he is currently Amphenol ACC's director of sales for optic products. While his large and in-charge personality is serving him well in the profession of sales, he also loves having lots of fun. Undoubtedly, that is a significant appeal for Joan Vassos, as she wants to prove that aging doesn't define the quality of life people can have. Keith commands attention as he describes himself in his bio as the king of cornhole, or bags, along with loving dancing and golf. He takes his cornhole seriously and plays competitively. Who is Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos, Teddy Bear Keith Gordon, ***. Joan Vassos, the radiant star of The Golden Bachelorette, has captivated audiences with her grace, poise, and warmth. A retired educator with a heart full of stories, Joan entered the world of reality television not just as a participant but as an emblem of hope, proving that love and adventure have no age limit. But while Joan's journey to find love on screen has been heartwarming, one figure in her life has especially caught the eye of fans, a man known only as her teddy bear, Keith Gordon. So who exactly is this enigmatic man, and why has he earned such a tender nickname? ##### A golden beginning. Joan's life, though rich and full, wasn't without its fair share of heartache. Widowed in her early 50s, she spent years rebuilding her life, focusing on her career and nurturing her children and grandchildren. Still, as the years passed, the longing for companionship lingered, not out of loneliness, but from a yearning to share life's simplest joys with someone special again. That's when Joan was approached to join The Golden Bachelorette. A little hesitant but encouraged by her family, she saw it as an opportunity to embrace the unexpected. As she ventured through the season, Joan quickly became a favorite. Her effortless charm and vulnerability made her stand out. But behind the scenes, whispers of a man from her past began to circulate, a man she affectionately referred to as her teddy bear. Soon enough, Keith Gordon became a subject of interest to fans everywhere. #### The mystery of Keith Gordon. Keith Gordon is not a name that had previously graced the pages of tabloids or headlines. He wasn't a former flame rekindled, nor was he a secret love waiting in the wings, at least, not in the traditional sense. Keith, a retired firefighter and Vietnam War veteran, first met Joan over 2 decades ago at a charity event. The two immediately hit it off, but their paths diverged as Joan was still deeply in love with her late husband at the time. Their connection, however, didn't fade. Over the years they kept in touch, sharing occasional lunches, heartfelt phone calls, and even the odd holiday card. Keith, who never married and lived a quiet life on a small farm, remained a constant presence in Joan's life, a steady rock during times of sorrow and joy. He was, in every sense of the word, her teddy bear. The nickname wasn't just a term of endearment. Joan once revealed in a candid interview that Keith reminded her of an old stuffed bear she had as a child, one that brought her comfort and warmth whenever she needed it most. "He's got this way about him," she said, her eyes twinkling, "like he's always there to give you a hug, no matter what life throws at you." #### Keith's role in Joan's journey. Though Joan embarked on The Golden Bachelorette in search of love, it was Keith who quietly stood in the background, cheering her on, always supportive, but never intrusive. Some fans speculated early on whether Keith was jealous or hopeful that Joan wouldn't find love on the show, but those closest to him knew better. Keith wasn't the type to compete or vie for attention. His love for Joan was genuine, and it was the kind that didn't require reciprocation to thrive. In fact, Keith had his own philosophy on love. He believed in letting people find their own happiness, even if that meant stepping aside. "If Joan finds someone who makes her happy, then that's enough for me," he said in one of his few public statements. "I've had the honor of being a part of her life, and that's more than I'd ever expected." Still, as the season progressed, fans couldn't help but notice that Joan would often reference Keith in her conversations. Whether she was talking about past adventures or her hopes for the future, Keith's name came up time and time again. It became clear that while Joan might have been looking for love on television, she already had someone incredibly special waiting for her at home.